Howdy all, Nurse Dude here. So with the recent acquisition of my suppressor, and one of my buddies in town got his around the same time, was doing a little bit of thinking and wanted to do a not so scientific experiment. So we took our rifles out with the various different suppressors and flash hider combinations and went and saw what they did. So I hooked up my phone to one of my PVS-14s and then put a DSLR out next to it. And we went down the line with the various different combos, that being with the suppressor and just the flash hiders with the different barrel lengths we had, and kind of saw what happened. So we got a little B-roll footage from the wife here just to kind of split up a little bit. So going down the line, we're going to be doing 16-inch with the different combinations of flash hiders, and then the 13s, and then also the suppressors on them respectively. The suppressor is a flow on mine, and then my buddy has a B&T Rotax, I believe, which goes on the A2 flash hider that he has on his 16-inch. So it was interesting to kind of see what happened, and hope you guys enjoy kind of seeing what goes on.
Yep.
B&T Rotax. Alright, Huxworks 16. The Huxworks can. Ready?
Yep.
Huxworks again. So overall, this is kind of the conclusions that I got. Flash hider with the A2 performed exactly how we thought it was going to do. There's a small flash. It might or might not be visible to the naked eye, but you can see it under NV, and there's kind of minimal port pop. The 16-inch with the Huxworks flash hider, it's definitely more visible flash than the A2 on NV, but yet still, like the A2, you may or may not be able to see it with the naked eye, and there's no port pop on this particular one. Granted, I was just throwing a lower on it, so it may not be necessarily tuned for it. Now, the 13.9, again, kind of expected this. Significantly more flash than the 16-inch. Probably visible with the naked eye if the frame rate had caught it just right, and then there's a little tiny bit of port pop under NV. But, I mean, all in all, kind of what we expected. And now the suppressors. So the 16-incher with the A2 and the B&T, major first-round pop. That is something that I kind of noticed even at dusk when we were out there. You can see that first-round pop with the naked eye. And then the subsequent shots are kind of like a really long, narrow flash out of the can, and you can definitely see the port pop from it, even other than the naked eye sometimes. So might maybe need to tune the rifle a little bit better, but overall, I still think completely serviceable for a night vision setup. The 16-inch with the flow, it's a little bit more sparky looking under NV with the flash, and again, the first round pop seems like it's visible it's visible under NV, but I don't think I noticed it under the naked eye, so that's maybe a little bit of a subjective experience there, and it has significantly less port pop than the B&T one. Overall, I would say that the raw performance of it, I think the flow between the Rotax, the flow might have just outperformed the Rotax just by a tad. And it's significantly, the can itself is significantly lighter too. But then the 13.9 with the flow, it is about the same type of flash under NV with the 16-inch, and again, I don't think you could see it under with a naked eye. And then It definitely has less port pop than the B&T, but maybe is slightly more than the 16. And I mean, overall, it was kind of similar to the 16-ish inch overall. Granted, with the NFA finaglings that we got to do, it's minimal differences, percentage differences in barrel length, right? So overall, I thought it was pretty interesting. Definitely want to experiment more and take some more videos and kind of see how we go. Um, can't wait for the titanium one to finally clear, so that way we can test that one too, and that'll be pretty interesting. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later.